So busy. Okay, whilst we wait for Tom to sort his dictaphone out, just a quick reminder on housekeeping. No social media postings during the broadcast bit. We'll get started with Paul, and then we'll move on to the Daily's briefing, which is embargoed till 10:30 this evening. Paul.
Good afternoon.
Three at the back and the wing backs playing so well against Hull. It's a formation you've used before, but how encouraged were you by that performance with that formation?
Well, I think it's important to have different options to play in different game, to use different formation. Yes, I think after the game we are very pleased, happy. I think working well, but you know that this is a different way maybe to play, but always under our philosophy to respect the principle. It's only to change some position on the pitch, but on the end. The team show always in a different formation. When we use a different formation, the same principle, the same mentality, attitude on the pitch. I think we respect that a lot.
Judging by the comments from the players after the game, they seem to be happy in that system. For you as a manager, does it depend on every game? Is every game different, or have you found a new formation?
Yes, it's about how we feel. Sometimes the team, the player, the momentum. Do you know? It's many reasons when we take a decision to change. The good thing that in that season we normally sometimes we change in different game and the formation, but now it's a natural habit, and the player are not affecting for that. They are very pleased to play in different situations, and that is very important to have different alternatives to play when and to cope, no, with all the demand for the game.
How do you think the system helped Christian Eriksen?
I think always we try, no, to find the way to help all the team. Like on the training ground, when we work very hard, it's because we try to provide them the better tool and to help them to improve in their game. I think I don't want to say that was the formation that helped him. I think he was the protagonist in the action, in the few action, and he was aggressive with ball. I think that is a good thing, no, to keep now in the future for the team, no, and for him, of course.
David Moyes said this week he can't recall a team winning the Premier League playing three at the back. Do you think it is possible to win the Premier League with three at the back?
I respect all the opinion. We'll see. Now Chelsea is on the top, is playing with three on the back, and we'll see. I am not categoric in football because all the formation, all the way you can win with all. One thing is very important: you cannot win if your player don't believe in the way that you propose to play. We can see different way to teams that won big thing like World Cups, and in my short experience, I am very young, of course. I can see in Argentina two different ways, complete different opposite side, like Bilardo and Menotti. 78 in Argentina, the World Cup, 1978, and the World Cup in 1986 in Mexico. Argentina won two World Cup. One Menotti, another with Bilardo, and both in opposite sides. You know, football is not one true; it's millions the true.
Do you have Dembele back for the game?
We need to assess tomorrow him. He's improving in the last few days, but it's not sure that will be available. Like Vincent Janssen, he's improving a lot in the last few days, but it's not sure in the same way that Dembele will be available or not. But we are happy If not, is this weekend. Sure that in 10 days again Southampton will be available. Eric Lamela is improving a lot, but is still for this week out.
Could Lamela make the Southampton game as well?
Will be difficult, but we'll see. He's improving a lot in the last few days after he back from Argentina. I think we are happy in the way that he's recovering, but it's too early to say if we'll be ready for Southampton.
What type of game are you expecting from Burnley?
Difficult because it's a team that is have a very clear idea how they play. They are strong, physical and mental, and it's a very difficult team to play. We can see different games, and the last game again West Ham was difficult for West Ham. On the end, for a penalty, they decide the game. But Premier League always is tough. The most important thing is to try to arrive fresh with the ideas clear how we need to play and what we need to do, and then try to give our best.
Do you feel you're close to reaching the levels of last season?
Do you know that is a question that is too difficult to answer, because if we see the table, we have after 16 games 4 points more than last season, and maybe I think we feel disappointed for the Champions League, and the expectation were from the beginning of the season too high, and but it's true that after 16 games in Premier League we have 4 points more, and I think the gap with the second on the table is 4 points, and 10 with the top with Chelsea. Last season was I think 9 points or 8 points with Leicester, that was the top on the table, and 7 points with the second. I think that we can see that we improve a little bit from last season, but that feeling is difficult to put away, because the disappointed and the frustration with the Champions League, I think that kill a little bit the positive thing that we are doing from the beginning of the season.
Does that show as well that the other title rivals, the Chelseas and the Arsenals and Manchester, are they all improving? Have they all improved this season?
But we were in the same position, 5th on the table last season. If you have 2 minutes to compare, you will see. But then we are talking about two teams like Liverpool or Chelsea that they are not involved in European competition. That is completely different than us. And the potential of them, the investment on summer was massive. It's normal that they improve on the summer. They scored, but on the end, I think we need to compare us with us and try to improve every season. We are in a different project, different philosophy, and I think I don't need to explain again, but. We need to take the positive things. Sometimes I think I can repeat again. The expectations were high, very high from the beginning of the season. I think after to be out of the Champions League, I think that feeling we are got that feeling that it's not so good. But we are working well, doing very good things, and sometimes we are too much focus in negative things than all the positive, no?
Just finally,
yes.
You've been linked this week with Ross Barkley, Memphis Depay, and Wilfried Zaha. Are you actively looking for players in that area in January?
It's a lot of rumor, no? That not only player in, if not player out, but that is the period that we need to accept. We are very calm, and I think this is too difficult to talk about rumors.
Do you think in January the club will find the right balance between what's going on with the stadium project and what's needed on the pitch?
Yes, I think yes. It's not a problem. I told you before that always it's difficult in January to take decision, to bring players. I think will be tough, but we are open. But for me, I can say that will be tough or will be difficult to try to improve our squad in January because it's not a easy job.
Okay. Tom?
Mauricio, I wonder, what do you think Eric Dyer's best position in? Because the new system the other day, he dropped back into defence on the right side of 3 again, another new position for him.
Yes, I think Eric Dyer for me is 20. First of all, he's 22-year-old. He's a player that arrived with 19-year-old here, and after that 2 years and a half, he's a player that average every season. I don't want to be wrong, but more than 40 games, official game, every season he's playing. I think this season we played 16 games on Premier League. He was on the starting 11 14. Only he missed one, was injured after Sunderland, and another against Manchester United. You know, like all the young player, sometimes you can use in a different position, but his quality is a player that can play in a different position. That is very important for every coach, and we'll see in the future in which position can give his best football. But for me, he's a player that can play like a central back, can play like a midfielder, or sometimes can play like a fullback. You can see different game in the last 2 years and a half.
At some point, do you think he needs to find one position and play there consistently?
I think the most important for the player and for the young player is to be on the starting 11 and play, and try to improve and to be consistency and regular playing games. That is very important. And then it's not a moment to explain to different players that play in a different position. But do you know, the most important thing is that to have the opportunity to play, build with a strong values and principle his career, and I think we are very happy with him. I think was from the day one was a very important player for us. I remember always the first game, the official game, my first official game. He scored. He was playing like a central back. After the penalty was Kyle Norton, and he started to play like a fullback and score an unbelievable goal, like a wing back. Do you know? I think for me it's a thing that is not important. It's the most important thing that is very young and he's improving every day.
So were you surprised to see those reports this week that other teams were interested in him, that maybe he wasn't happy with his playing time?
Sorry?
There were reports this week saying he wasn't happy with his playing time.
Yeah, but I never hear from him that wasn't happy when was playing in like a midfielder, like a central back, or like a fullback. I don't know. He never come to say to me, "I am not happy to play in that or in another position." For that, it's like before we are talking about rumors. It's too difficult to say things.
People often praise his personality.
Sorry?
People often praise his character and his personality. I wonder if you think he could maybe be a...
Yes, why not? Of course, he's a very good prospect. I think he's a talented player, and we are very happy with him. And why not one day? Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, have the cameras off now, please. Thank you.